Hi everyone, I'm Nuala Geraghty, the CEO of Autism Assistance Dogs Ireland.
Okay, so what initially inspired you to start AADI?
I'd worked in guide dogs and the dog industry, I suppose, for a long time, and just saw the need for different types of dogs. Obviously, see the great work that guide dogs can do, so I knew that dogs were capable of so much. So looked into autism assistance dogs then.
And when you're looking back, was there a particular moment in those early days where you knew AADI would succeed?
I don't think there was a particular moment where I knew it would succeed, but I think it was more the demand for the dogs early on was what really surprised me the most. How many phone calls, how many emails we were getting every day. So then I suppose I knew that we had to keep going.
And how did you feel placing those first dogs back in 2011? And did you think it'll be this big by now?
No, definitely not. Obviously, that seems like a lifetime ago now. But yeah, amazing. It was an amazing, and to get to that point, because that obviously had taken like a year for us to get to there to be able to place the first dogs. So yeah, it was great to get there.
And what personal qualities do you think helped you navigate those challenging early years?
I think I'm probably quite a determined person, so that's one of my skills that I don't give up easy. And then obviously the knowing how many people were looking for our service obviously kept me going as well.
Okay, so tell us about the journey from placing the first 3 dogs to now supporting over 100 families across Ireland.
So yeah, we started off as a team of 3 staff to now having 23 staff. So we have a team of people on the fundraising side. We have all our instructors who place all the dogs. We have a team of puppy supervisors who look after the puppies, and we obviously have all our amazing volunteers that support all of the work that we do as well.
And how important is it to the success of AADI that you cultivate a sense of teamwork?
Yeah, it is really important. I think it's important that everybody can have the say about what goes on and everybody's happy that we have a really positive working environment and that they can have the say in what goes on. And obviously trust is a really important part of it as well, that everybody's trusted to get on with the job and that they could do a really good job as well.
And from an operations perspective, what are the most significant kind of impacts and changes you've seen over the last 10 years?
So I think starting the breeding programme has been a huge impact for us, that we now can breed all our own puppies, which has seen our success rate rise hugely over the last number of years. And obviously then we have our matching process where we match all the dogs to the families, and this is like a really personalised programme that we do. So that all them things like feed into the success rate that we have and the qualities and standards that we have and that we maintain throughout the whole journey of the dog.
And being an organisation that doesn't get state support and having to fundraise around $1.5 million every year, how have you managed to do that consistently for so long?
Yeah, that's probably one of the hardest parts, because having the funding obviously would help us to be able to place more dogs. So to start each year, looking for 1.5 million, it can be quite stressful, but then you get to the end of the year and you've made it to that point is obviously, it's obviously a great achievement. But yeah, again, having our great team of volunteers, corporate support, people that fundraise for us, all our volunteers, all obviously help us to raise this amount of money. Obviously it's not something that we can do on our own, it's all very much teamwork.
And your vision then for 2030, you're outlining some ambitious goals, including placing up to 50 dogs each year. Why is expansion at this scale so important to you personally?
It's important that we for the growth, obviously, because there's so much demand for the dogs that we need to get to this stage that we're able to meet the demand in some way. We would have over 100, in fact this year we had over 150 applications for people applying for our assistance dogs, but at the moment we only are able to give 45 places. So to be able to get to over 50 would be great.
And describe your dream for this purpose-built training centre.
So to have something where we can like do in-house training, obviously, but also to be able to invite people in to be part of our community, that we want it to be one big community where everybody can come and that can work from as well.
And AADI has launched a schools program as well. Why is this program important?
The schools program has been really, really successful, and also I think it's the impact that it can have on like more than one child at a time, that it impacts the whole school or the whole class that the dog is in. Even small things like a child not wanting to go into school, now that they're seeing greater success with that, now children are more happy to go into school every day because there's a dog in the school.
Super. And if someone was watching this and thinking about supporting AADI, what would you say to encourage them to get involved?
Yeah, please do, like in any way that you can get involved, please do, whether it be volunteering, fundraising, corporate support, any way that you can will help us to then be able to achieve our goals and be able to help more families and place more assistance dogs through our island.
And finally then, when you think of your own legacy, what's the one thing you hope people will remember about your contribution to Autism Assistance Dogs Ireland?
Just how many families that we've been able to help throughout the years.